Here we go. Whee! Hello, sunshine. I'm wanting to do a card from Osho Zen Tarot, the transcendent game of Zen. Let's see which card we choose. Oh dear, there's a whole bunch of them over there on the ground. Do I take it from the ground? We'll take one from the ground and one from here. Ooh, mind. So we have experiencing and mind. Wow, mind, my favorite. I love to talk about the mind because that's all we have, folks. Our minds. Okay, here's the commentary. I have to read the whole thing. This is what happens when we forget that the mind is meant to be a servant and start to allow it to run our lives. The head is filled with mechanisms, the mouth is ranting and raving, and the whole surrounding atmosphere is being polluted by this factory of arguments and opinions. But wait, you say, the mind is what makes us human. It's the source of all progress, all great truths. If you believe that, try an experiment. Go into your room, shut the door, turn on a tape recorder, and give yourself total permission to say whatever is on your mind. If you really allow it to all come out without any censorship or editing, you will be amazed at the amount of rubbish that comes spewing forth. That's because our minds can be chatty Cathys. Anybody out there got a chatty Cathy mind like mine? The mind isn't always right about things. I challenge you to try that as an experiment. Start just recording what's in your mind and then listen to it later, like the next day or something. See what happens. That's a cool experiment. Osho, or Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, that was his idea. His commentary on our minds. Experiencing. It's the old woman with the tree. And surrounded by trees. I've been doing a whole series about meditation and talking about my meditation experiences. So picking those two cards is really interesting because it's like meditation is help us learn our minds, because our minds are really busy and have a lot to say. They chatter away about everything, commenting on things. I think that, I'm going to look this up, but, our thoughts come to us like, I don't know what, it's like before we even know it's there. There's like, okay, so I had to look it up, and it seems like there's 20,000 thoughts per day estimated. I'm going to look it up, but I know that there's an amount that was estimated. And so our minds are busy. And it's hard to experience our minds because we do a lot of distracting these days. We have a lot of things to distract ourselves. And that's a lovely thing to have. It's a real privilege, I believe, to have distractions and ability to take break from hard things. However, if we're doing nothing but distracting and we don't know our own minds, then we're responding from habits, conditions from our upbringing, from our culture, from our family and schools. Everything, our entire lives has been learning about our way of being, our lives in this time, in this moment, and experiencing this life. Oh, look at those beautiful colors. So when I was working as a chaplain in a men's prison, I taught a course about the book the Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And I made study sheets, and we just went chapter by chapter. And I'll never forget one guy saying to me, I didn't realize that I had to act on my mind. I didn't have to act on my mind, that they were just thoughts. And he was coming from a situation about acting from his mind, responding to what was occurring to him in his life that ended him up in prison, because he responded to what he thought was truth because his mind told him so. And if we don't investigate our thoughts and understand our minds, and that the things that they are experiences from our minds, we can end up in a bad situation like prison. So my thoughts, my mind wants to encourage you to explore your mind and understand who you are. Because inside of you, deep down, is that little baby that you were when you first arrived. And that beautiful soul that you have. So you can share it more brightly.
It is good that you are becoming aware of a very essential phenomenon, that in the marketplace you had become mechanical, robot-like. The speed of the mind is slowly getting less. And as your awareness is becoming clear, your mechanicalness is disappearing.